As of the last few months, the Star Wars fan base has seemed quite divided, especially after The Last Jedi was such a divisive movie, and Solo underperformed at the box office. Today, quite interestingly enough, the head of Disney, Bob Iger himself, had some comments to say about the state of Star Wars, and admitted to a perceived mistake on Disney's part with the franchise. If you guys remember back to around when Solo was releasing, Lucasfilm announced several films and others that were rumored, including a Cantina movie and a Boba Fett movie, as well as an Obi-Wan Kenobi movie, which has now been repurposed for a Disney Plus series. Nonetheless, there were a lot of films coming from Lucasfilm down the pipeline for the public, a mistake that Bob Iger now admits, with him in an interview recently saying that he thinks for some time now Star Wars has been slightly mishandled. Still though, praising the people at Lucasfilm and the people that have brought us the several films that we've gotten from Disney Star Wars. This was Bob Iger's official statement. I just think that we may have put a little bit too much in the marketplace a little too fast. I think the storytelling capabilities of the company are endless because of the talent that we have at the company, and the talent we have at the company is better than it's ever been, in part because of the influx of people that we've gotten from Fox. End quote. So this basically explains that Bob Iger believes that there was simply too much content for Star Wars put out too quickly, or more accurately, too much announcements for Star Wars put out too quickly. If you guys remember, the original plan for Disney Star Wars was to release a major Star Wars movie every single year, with the trilogy movies switching back and forth with anthology film. But again, just as Bob Iger now admits, this was too much too quickly, and therefore they've pulled back slightly with the Star Wars movies. However, there's still not a lack of content between the Disney Plus series and then the Clone Wars returning and all of the comics that we've been getting. But as far as big movie releases, he does again admit this mistake, which again I think is really interesting and something that I completely agree with. As a hardcore Star Wars fan, I would love a Star Wars movie every single year, but I realize that for the common audience, it's more of an event level movie than just a movie like the Marvel Cinematic Universe is, where they have all of these different heroes with different tones. Star Wars does have a very unique tone to it, and to me, they've always seemed like more of an event movie than a solo piece. And with that, you can't release a big event movie every single year. It just doesn't work. But I would love to hear your thoughts on this, and Bob Iger's comments on why he believes they may have mismanaged Star Wars ever so slightly, and released too much Star Wars content too quickly. Do you ultimately agree with him, or are you fine with the influx of Star Wars content that we got originally, and Disney's original plan? Or do you guys think that the issue with Star Wars lies somewhere else completely? If you guys have been enjoying the content, I would really appreciate it if you could take the time to leave a like, as it helps the channel out way more than I think you realize. Anyway, my friends, thank you so much for watching the video. May the Force be with you, and have a great day.